happy Monday. Welcome back to the channel. I know we have a lot of new subscribers here, so welcome. Today's video is a work day in my life as a data analyst, which is going to be a little bit busy today, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to check in with you guys, so I may span this over a couple of days. We'll see. But last Friday, we started to reshuffle some of the work in on my team. We started to reshuffle some of the work that we're doing. So I need to take over a report for one of my team members. I am going to own it. So I need to run this report or run this code and put it in a report and send it out to one of the clients. And this is something that needs to be updated daily. So I'm gonna run it, and then also I need to go through decipher, like understanding, like reading through the code so I understand what it's doing, because if someone asks what's this or what's that, like I don't know, I'm just taking over someone else's code right now, so I don't know what everything is doing. So I need to go through and read through his code and see exactly what it's doing. So if questions come up, I can, speak to it from whoever this report is going to. So yeah, so that's the first thing that I'm trying to work on. And then I want to get to a place where I automate this report, because I don't want to be, I don't need to run this, in my opinion. I don't need to run this every day, like come into Teradata and run this code every day and put it in an Excel file and send it out. We have tools available that allow us to automate our if it's something you have to run over and over and over again, like the same code, like we have tools available that will allow us to automate that portion of it. So I want to get to a point, hopefully I can do that sometime this week, where I automate it, where it runs the code at a certain time and then spits out like a Excel file with the data, and I can just copy the Excel data, look through it, make sure everything looks right, and then put it in the report and have that sent out. That's what I'd like to get to with this report sometime this week. If there's time, hopefully I can do that, because there's another report that I need to do, and that one is a lot longer than this one. So we'll see. So that's what I'm going to be up to today, getting this report out while running this data, trying to read through the code, make sure I understand it, updating this report, getting that out. I want to get to a phase or a state where I can automate this portion of it. And if there's other portions of like the other stuff that I have to take over, I will see if any of that can be automated as well. The only issue with automating reports, if you have those tools available to you in data analytics, it's great because you don't necessarily need like a full-on backup person for you if you're going to be out of the office on vacation, or if you're sick a day or whatever. You can just have it, like I normally will put I will normally grant access to my tables that I create to someone else on my team. So when I'm out of the office, I'll just let them know like, hey, you have access to these tables. So if it fails, like the automated piece of it, if it fails to run or fails to update or create these tables, they'll get an email notification letting them know that it failed. But if it doesn't fail, it doesn't send out any email. So there's nothing they need to worry about. It's just going to run the report. And then if you have like a dashboard connected where it pulls from these tables that you're creating in your code, you can set them like time, like set hours between them to update. So this, I don't know if I would put this in a Tableau dashboard or some kind of dashboard, but if I were to, like, I would set like the code to run first thing in the morning, like 6-7 a.m., have it run and create all the tables that are needed. And then if I had a dashboard, like a Tableau dashboard created for it, I would have it set to refresh like 3 or 4 hours later. So by 10-11 a.m. maybe, have that set to refresh and update with the new data that's in the tables, because you don't want them to update at the same time, because sometimes these things take forever to run when you automate them. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes they fail and it messes your whole, dashboard up. So, but that's not the norm. Like 99.9% of the time, it's going to work and do what you need it to do. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the next, I guess, half an hour, because somebody put a meeting, 2 meetings on my calendar this morning, on my 2 back-to-back meetings. So I'm going to work on this for the next 30 minutes and then hop on my meeting, and I'll probably check in with you guys a little bit later. On my lunch break. I have a few minutes left and then I have to go to another meeting, but just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know I had to meet with a client about a request, to go over that with you. And I don't really see a lot of other people discuss this, but kind of like a part of being a data analyst is working with clients. Now, depending on where you work, your clients could be internal or external, but they're the ones that are pretty much requesting reporting or requesting dashboards and things from you. And if you're considering being a data analyst, definitely understand a part of the job is doing the coding and the analytics and creating dashboards. Like, that's probably 60% of the work that you're doing, but the next kind of chunk, that 20%, is working with clients. You have to work back and forth with them to meet their needs, find out what they want, get an understanding of the request, get an understanding of the data, level set with them, make sure that they understand how the data works. And I'll just say this, if you're not a people person, if you don't want to work with people, maybe this may not be the role for you, because you do have to not only work within your teams, but also with your clients to meet whatever the request is, whatever the need is there. And then also be able to explain how the data works in a format or in a way that's easy for them to understand, because clients will have these outlandish requests for a unicorn. They want shit that doesn't exist, and you have to kind of like bring them back down to earth. Like, look, this doesn't exist. I can't get this for you, but here's why I can't get this, or here's an alternative option we do have available. And that's kind of something I'm going through. Like, look, this doesn't exist. Like, it's just not a data point. Like, it's not something we would capture. I know you want it. It's just not something we would capture as a data point. So just something to be mindful of. Like, yes, you do have to work with clients. Yes, your clients will probably have requests of things that you're like, this is absurd, but they just don't know what data is available to them, or how it's formatted, how it's structured, how it works. So you have to overcome those. And like, there's so many different nuances to working with clients. Like, my best advice would be, make sure you know the data forwards and backwards and forwards. Know that data in and out. Become an expert. Know it more than they do, so that you can explain why you can or why you cannot do something, and give them possible alternative solutions to problems that may come up. And then also keep a chain of communication. Like, we use a ticketing system. We use Jira, where they put in tickets and requests, to keep track of what you're doing, like keep track of your progress and keep track of what's going on. Don't be accepting these outside Slack requests. Don't do it, because it's not in the official system. I'm not doing it, because I got caught up in that before. Oh, hey, can you add this? And they didn't put it in the ticket, and I made the change based on that request. And then the rest of the team that from the client is like, why was this changed? So no, don't do that. But anyways, let me go. I need to go to my meeting. I'll check in with y'all later. Hey y'all, and happy Friday. I It's been like a whole week. I haven't checked in with you guys. It's just been super busy and I forgot to close this vlog out, but I just wanted to pop on and just say like what's been going on for the week. I've just been doing a whole bunch of trainings. Like I believe I mentioned when I started this video Monday that I'm taking over some projects from other people on my team. So I've been doing that. I've been having meetings with their clients, making sure I understand the needs of their requests, that type of thing. And today, one of the clients that we're working with on a request, okay, so apparently there's a, I don't know how to say it. So there's a concern as far as security goes, as far as people's information being secure. I don't know how to say this. I'm sorry. So there is a concern from the client about who has access to one. Okay, so this client wants us to create some information or create a dashboard for them with information, but they want us to set up kind of like this security access level so that if I go into this dashboard, I can only see information that relates to me. That's my data. I can't see everyone else's data. And if we do that and give them this click dashboard, the only way I know how to code that in is you have to code it in and limit like the security access per user ID. And this isn't something where they want it for like a couple employees. No, it's hundreds. So who is going to go through coding in security profiles for everyone? I don't want to do it. I'm just going to say that. So my task for the time being is to find out if there's another way around this, because the way that I know how is not a good use of my time. And I want to tell them, yeah, no, it's possible to do, but the amount of time it's going to take to do that, absolutely not. We don't want to do it. Like, it's for hundreds of people. Nobody wants to sit and code that in for hundreds of people. Like, so I don't know. I don't want to do it that way. So I'm going to see if there's another way to do it in Click, where you can set up security profiles where, or a security access where a specific user ID can only access data related to their user ID, where you don't have to do it one user ID at a time. That's what I want to see, if it's possible. The goal is to work smarter, not harder. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that, and then I have a few more meetings for the day. But y'all, if any of y'all know, leave a comment below. Help me out. But I'm going to close this video out. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about anything that was mentioned, leave a comment below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.